final horn sounds at MSG, and the Knicks are back in the win column. 123-111. They beat a scorching hot Clipper team and improved to 24-13 and building some momentum leading to this 4-game West Coast road trip.
The Knicks ending their 4-game losing streak last night at MSG against the Clippers. And we're excited to chat a little Knicks basketball tonight with the one and only CP The Fanchise. CP, I've heard so much about you. Figgy, a big fan. Everybody here at PIX 11. Of course, you're the creator of KnicksFanTV. Welcome into New York Nightcap.
Simone and Figgy, a pleasure to be on New York's Nightcap, and always good to be back on PIX 11.
Well, it's always great to chat about the Knicks after a win. Of course, the team getting back on track after 4 straight losses and a big road stretch ahead as well. How important was that victory last night at MSG?
It was major because it was doom and gloom here in this city with the Knicks in the midst of a 4-game losing streak, and questions abound in terms of can they meet those championship expectations. But as Figgy knows, these are just part of the dog days of a season in professional sports, and in this case, the NBA. And for the Knicks, they just had to get back to their A game, and that's what we saw in their win over the Clippers, and that was the ball movement. 31 assists in this game. Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns leading the way with 7 assists apiece, but I also thought the supporting cast chipped in a major way. Tyler Kolek running with that Knicks second unit. He had 5 assists, and Jordan Clarkson scoring 12 points off the bench gave the Knicks a big lift, especially in the second half.
Yeah, no doubt, CP. The Knicks starting on a 4-game West road trip. They got the Suns, the Blazers, the Kings, and the Warriors. Do you see this as a stretch, as a measuring stick for the Knicks?
Not necessarily a measuring stick, Figgy, but again, another instance of adversity for this team. Going out west is never easy when you have to deal with the travel, get acclimated with time zones, and then you're facing pretty scrappy teams. The Phoenix Suns have been a surprise this year out west. The Portland Trail Blazers, a young, scrappy team led by Denny Avdia. You have Mike Brown's homecoming, his reunion in Sacramento against the Sacramento Kings. You can expect both teams to get up for that. But then they also have to see the Golden State Warriors and Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, and those guys. So certainly won't be an easy trip. But these are one of those character-building trips that the Knicks need as a notch in their journey.
CP, it seems like the fan base might be getting a huge lift right before this road trip. Josh Hart likely to come back tomorrow night against Phoenix. Of course, missed 7 games after rolling his ankle on Christmas Day against Cleveland. The Knicks, they went 3-4 when he wasn't on the court. Even though Brunson is the guy, the captain, is it Hart who is the heart and soul and the glue guy for this team?
No question, the heart and soul of this team, Simone, and the guy that brings that New York grit, something that seemed to have been missing with the Knicks during their 4-game slide. And Josh Hart, he gives you a little bit of everything. Most importantly, he is a triple-double threat, especially when he's in that starting lineup. And once he returned from injury to start the season, Mike Brown has been raving about Josh Hart and his contributions to this team. As a playmaker alongside Jalen Brunson, he takes pressure off of Brunson and Towns. As someone who can push the ball ahead in transition, he gets the Knicks easy shots and also is able to get to the free throw line. On top of that, Simone and Figgy, the rebounding battle. That's one thing, that's one area where the Knicks had been losing quite a bit in that 4-game stretch. Now, they were able to rebound or catch up a little bit against the Clippers, but Josh Hart, he helps fortify that Knicks rebounding unit, and that's very important, especially for their defense.
Yeah, you talk about young, scrappy teams. The Pistons beat the Knicks pretty handily the other night. Is that just a bump in the road, or are they going to be a problem?
Oh, they're going to be a problem, Figgy. First, we have to respect the fact that they are #1 in the Eastern Conference right now. Secondly, give credit where credit is due. Cade Cunningham is even better this year, and he's playing at an MVP level. That is the engine for the Detroit Pistons in the way that they score and in the way that he playmakes. And he was phenomenal against the Knicks. He got the better of Jalen Brunson in their win over the Knicks with 29 points and 6 assists. And look, their defense is stingy. They're also a team that gets a lot of rebounds, led by Isaiah Stewart. Jalen Duren is also having an outstanding year. And so, you know, the Pistons are a challenge for the Knicks in the way that they are athletic and a speedy team. But nevertheless, you still have to win a series, and we are a long ways away from the playoffs.
We are not a long ways away, of course, from the trade deadline. February, a little less than a month away now. James Dolan on the record saying that he doesn't plan on making any big moves. What do you think about the comments, and where do you think this team stands right now?
Totally agree with James Dolan. I think making a big splash where this team is right now would be really breaking up the team. And I don't see that as being necessary, especially with the Knicks still considered a favorite to win the Eastern Conference. And so what I would expect is Leon Rose and the Knicks to make a move along the margins. That is typically where they specialize around the trade deadline, using some of their smaller contracts, a player, maybe it's a Gershon Yabusele who's been struggling by and large this season with the Knicks.
Not only the voice of the fan, but this man is a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
Thank you so much, CP The Fanchise. Welcome back to New York Nightcap.
Figgy and Simone, anytime. Have a great night.